Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have a special kind of video today. Today we're going to be talking about AI agent or agentic AI. I know if many people have seen this online. A lot of people don't know exactly what it is, what it does. You just hear the word agentic AI, AI agent, and are still confused. So today's video is gonna quickly simplify and give a quick explanation about what this is and how does it work. So let's get started. So what is an AI agent? An AI agent is basically a software that receive goals and figure out how to complete it, right, on its own. So think about it like this. Let's say you have ChatGPT. When you type a prompt in ChatGPT, you ask a question or you ask whatever you want it to do, it answers it and it's done. That's it. With an AI agent, same thing. You give it a prompt or you give it a goal, it plans it, it acts it, and it finishes it. And it also produce it, right? For example, if you're trying to make a PowerPoint, it will, again, give it the goal, it plans it, it acts, and it finishes. Same thing with a website, right? So with a regular ChatGPT or regular AI, it just give you the answer and done. With an AI agent, it actually plans everything. It use the tools you give it, and it acts and it complete the task. So the three abilities from the AI agent, like I mentioned before, so right, it takes the information, perceives it, it reason, it plans the step. For example, you can tell an AI agent, hey, use this tech stack, or use this code, use this script, use this whatever you wanted to use to finish that goal, right? And with that, it's gonna take all those files you give it, all those tools you give that agent, and it's gonna plan that, and at the end it's going to act and execute it in the real world real time. So for example, like if you wanted to create a website, you can tell the AI agent, hey, I want to create a barbershop website. Use this tech stack. Here are the files. Here's the thing you need to do. Here's the front end like colors or front end details you need to use. So with the AI agent is going to take all those information and is gonna plan it, is gonna step by step how it's gonna create that website, and eventually it's gonna create the website in the real world. So it's gonna eventually give you like a basically like a little local drive or local website where you can actually go and see the website yourself, and you can eventually publish it. If anything, it can actually publish the website for you, right? So not just website, you can create apps, anything, right? So that's the difference between a regular um like a regular ChatGPT AI and an AI agent. So with the AI agent, right, it search the reps, it read and compare the results, right? It writes a report and it send it to your inbox, right? So this is basically like all this I'm reading to you right now. You're not doing anything. All you going to do is give the AI agent a goal of what it needs to do and the requirements that it needs to have, and it will do everything for you, right? Like I say, it will search the web, it will read and compare the results of other um of other scripts or of other prompt you already given it, right? And it's gonna write you a new report, and it's gonna save it in your inbox wherever you're creating that AI agent goal or task. So where is this being used at the moment, right? This is being used in everywhere, right? Again, not many people are talking about this. This is used in software development, like I mentioned before, creating website, creating apps, finance, creating dashboards, creating statistical analysis, right? Personal assistant can create a chat bot for you, right? It can also do research for you, right? If you don't want to like do research on the internet, you can create an agent specifically for research, or a customer support agent, or an agent that works in the healthcare, right? Or you can basically use this for anything as long as you have a goal, and be you have to be very clear about your goal and how to like perceive that goal. The AI agent can do it. So the limitation with the AI agent, right? Of course, there's going to be mistakes, right? And one thing I did not mention on this slide is with the AI agent, the more mistake it has, the better it'll get. So the next, let's say you create a website and it's gonna have many mistakes, right? It's gonna be like, hey, I did a mistake. Check this, check that. The next time you create another website, it's gonna get better. It's gonna understand the mistakes it did previously, and eventually it's gonna get better over time. So right, so it does make mistake, and you can create a specific agent that can catch mistake, right? So this is a little bit more depth, but yeah, but it goes really deep. But just know that it can make mistake whenever you write these goals or tasks for the agent, right? And in hindsight, you can use other AI tools like ChatGPT or Claude to help you fix those mistakes, and even the agent can help you fix those mistakes. So just be wary that eventually it will make mistakes, right? And like I mentioned before, you need to have your goals as clear as possible. You cannot be ambiguous with your goals, right? You have to be very clear and exactly tell the agent what you want and how to do it. Because if you're not very clear with the agent, it's going to just it's still going to do it, but it's going to do it on its own accord, right? So you're not really going to have much say to the project. For example, right, if you want to create a website, say you can say, hey, create me a barbershop website. It will create you that barbershop website and publish it, right? Publish it for you, but it will just do it automatically, right? It's just gonna guess the color, guess guess the font, guess the pictures, guess anything, right? And when you look at the website, you don't like it much. Well, that's because you weren't very clear with how you want the website, how clear you want this goal, right? And not always safe, right? Action like sending emails need guardrails, right? So whenever you create an agent, you have to give that agent some restrictions, right? Obviously, you don't want to create like a scraping agent that can scrape websites and then eventually you get in trouble, right? That's not the agent's fault, it's your fault, right? So what I mean by it's not always safe is you have to restrict your agent. You have to tell it what it can and cannot do. I don't mean to like the nitty gritty of what it can and cannot do, but just have some restrictions. Make sure you're very clear of what you want the agents to do, and it will do it, right? So, how to get started, right? The tools and the IDs you need to actually start creating your own agent and how to actually start deploying whatever project you need to deploy, right? So, there are agent platforms, right? For example, you might notice on ChatGPT, there are operators slash ChatGPT action where you can use an agent, right? You kind of like use an API to start creating your own agent. Same thing with Claude. You have Claude AI, right? It has an API where you can actually start creating your own agent. I would say with the agent platform, it's a little bit more advanced. If you're not really familiar with coding and how APIs works and a Copilot, for example, and all that stuff, then don't worry about the agent platform. The best simple way you can really start utilizing agent and start deploying projects is the IDEs and the dev tools, right? So there's websites like Cursors, VS Code. Not well, VS Code is IDEs, right? There's also Windsurf, Red Lid. There's another one I forgot to mention, which is the one I'm currently using right now. It's called Google Anti-Gravity. I personally like that one. I have not tried Cursor or Windsurf yet, but I heard those are good too. But if you really want to start using Agent, I would definitely recommend downloading or getting started with Google Anti-Gravity, right? And also Cursor is also good too. But I will start off with the IDEs first, right? And again, like the frameworks, right? The long chain, Llama Index, Crew AI, right? Sapphire. These are a little bit more advanced for people who already know how to code or who are already familiar with Agentic AI or AI agent, whatever. But I will first start off with using the IDEs. These are just website pre-build. If you use VS Code, this is gonna be very familiar with you, right? Like Cursor, Windsurf, Anti-Gravity, or Redlip, right? But I would definitely recommend using these IEDs. And if you guys want a starter kit, I do have a starter kit to help you get started. Utilizing AI Agent and Anti-Gravity or Cursor or whatever one of these IDEs, so it can kind of smooth the process out for you. But check them out, really great. This video is not sponsored by them, but definitely check them out. So to just in conclusion, right? The whole point of a AI agent is you have to be very clear. You have to give it a task. You have to give it a goal, and it will do it for you, right? It will handle the rest. Like it will, like while it's creating a website or whatever you wanted to create, it's gonna ask you for permission. Like, can I do this? Can I do that? And you have to like manually click accept, accept. You can do it in auto, right? So it can automatically does it for you. But just it's more powerful than a classic AI like ChatGPT or Claude, where the agent actually does it for you. You know what I mean? It doesn't just give you the answer, right? For example, if you were creating a website on ChatGPT, ChatGPT will give you the code, right, to create the front end, the back end, and you have to personally type it in or copy and paste. and do that so and so, get repetitive and it gets boring, right? This is it's 2026. So with the AI agent, it actually does everything for you. All it does is ask you information. Is this how you want this? Is this how you want that? Can I use this color? And then it does it for you and also publish it, right? And that's really it with the AI agent, right? If you guys do have any questions, just please leave it down in the comment below. If you guys do want this starter kit, I'll just message me in the comment section, and I'll send it to you. I'll put it down in the comment section. But thank you for guys for listening. I appreciate you if you make it this far. I try to make this video as short as possible, less than 10 minutes, but it's as far as I can go. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.